And hello, everybody. Hi, it's PhillVill here. Delugence is canceled. Is Delugence is no more? No. Well, we'll find out.
This is Delugence. Yeah, let's go. The podcast where we dive deep into the convergence of ideas. We're excited to take you on a journey through the flood of discussion on topics ranging from culture, faith, politics, and everything in between. Each week, we'll bring banter with new perspectives, interesting guests, and lively conversation that will challenge and inspire you. Join us as we explore the deluge of ideas and find the common ground that brings us all together. Here on Delugence, here is your host on deck from the podcast LAIR, PhillVill.
And again, hello, welcome to Delugence. Kind of a little different. What's going on? You just see me here at the producer desk at the podcast LAIR, and I'll give you behind the scenes look here. Right here. Yep. No, I'm not doing day trading. I mean, maybe I'll do that one day, but I'm here. I'm not gaming. I'm here in the producer desk hosting Delugence ? Well, the team is not here, but we do have somebody remote from a satellite, Starlink. Elon Musk himself has brought in, yes, not other, but the one, the only in the F. I always get that wrong. Who's this? Oh, it's Omar Gonzalez, the OG, straight from not Mendota, not Madeira, but another M word. The M&Ms at where at?
Right here in beautiful Merced, California.
Merced, California.
That's right. Live from the porch.
Live from the porch. I like that. You're not in the mountains. It looks like you almost have snow back there. What is that? Is that a wall?
Yeah, it's light. It's just like LED lights.
LED lights. Oh, is that those are the Costco ones, right? Like the solar ones.
It's the Amazon special.
The team you took light bulbs, string them together.
That's exactly it. Thank you. Shout out to the little Indonesian kid who assembled them together for us.
All right. So it is quite late. This is our first time on this channel live. Delugence. I don't know what this is, but we're here. We had the intro, teased it, and it's different. And we said, hey, let's go live. People are asking.
Well, the thing is, Bill, is that we were all really wondering what's going on with Delugence. You went quiet there. You know, you're the backbone of the show, and it went quiet. And we were all of us other hosts were kind of left wandering and not sure what was happening, and rumors were starting to spread. Bill, he lost his mind, or he was on the Epstein list. I don't know what was happening. So
what the heck?
I was like, hey, yo, well, let's get to the bottom of this.
People, have been wondering, and this is crazy because not everybody. We have a little group text and with everybody that's kind of on the panel co-hosting and call random people, and the randomness that happens in there is very random. And one day we'll talk about some of those things.
We got to expose the group chat. That's what really needs to happen. Subpoena that thing.
The random files.
We need Ben on full display for everybody to know the real Ben.
There's some. I don't know if there's AI videos out there of him, but there's some things happening out there.
Apparently, there's an AI video of him being a little mushy. So he claims it's not him. So we'll see what happens. We'll see.
No, he was not on the island. Well, he was on a different island.
From the islands, yeah. He's from the islands.
Ooh.
Just not little St. James.
The Hawaiian Islands, which right now, before we went on the air, I did send a text to my brother-in-law who lives in Hawaii, and because I saw it was on Instagram, I'm like, what's going on? I just see rows and miles of cars. I guess what's going on over there?
Apparently the Russian scientists were messing around with the tectonic plates, I guess, and triggered a 8.8 earthquake off the coast of Russia.
Ooh.
And I didn't even know Russia was on the coast. You know what I mean? That's how I was like, oh, they're right above China, apparently. Like, it's pretty vast. Russia is like, most of it's probably uninhabitable, but there was a big earthquake off the coast of Russia. And triggered a tsunami all the way through the Pacific. So we'll see. We're on tsunami watch from Alaska all the way down through California. And obviously you have the Hawaiian Islands on alert right now. Traffic jams and everything.
Yep. First of all, I'm baffled on what you just said. I didn't know Russia was on the coast.
Yeah.
Bro, all these continents are along the water, right? So everybody has the ocean.
I didn't realize like Russia, I think like right next to, like Europe, like Eastern Europe. I don't really think of it like North in the Asian continent. So it's pretty vast, apparently. So
yeah, remember Sarah Palin could see Russia from her kitchen window,
and they made fun of her.
Yeah,
what? She really could. I think she really
there
could.
There was a picture, actually. I know they did make fun of her on SNL that way back. I mean, it's dating us a little bit. I love Sarah Palin back in the day. Yeah, I don't know where she's at now.
She was pretty solid. Now she's a little silly. Silly Sarah is what I call her.
Yeah, silly
really
putty.
I made that up right now. I never really called her that
ever. She was part of like some mountain show or whatever. I don't know. Dancing with the Stars.
Her daughter or something, I think.
Okay. Yeah, she didn't marry her. I don't know. That's
see, it's getting muddy.
It's muddy. Yeah, silly Sarah. Politics. Yeah, silly Sarah. But back into Hawaii though. So the island Hawaii's, you saw islands on Hawaii's. There's one Hawaii with many islands. You've been there, by the way?
Yeah. Never.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I went to Hawaii.
I'm gonna go now. After the tsunami hits, it'll be cheaper. Okay. California is buying land right now. The SB something, right? They did that buying. Right. Yeah, they're proposing to even purchase all the property down in the Palisades, huh?
Yeah, the Palisades, and he was denying that wasn't the plan, but now they're barely released like 100 permits out of the hundreds of homes, if not thousands of homes that burned. So yeah, it's and one shout out to Dennis McCourt on another show. He went down there. He's got to pray a lot. They had a lot of outreach, but he said a lot of churches are giving, a lot of people are reaching out to people, but I don't know if the state is reaching out as fast as they should. But
the state's not notorious for efficiency and speed, and it's kind of been coming out even lately when they did the big old concert, right, for the victims of the fires.
Ooh, yeah. Down
there. They said they raised over $100 million in that, and they don't know where that money went to. And they said they distributed to nonprofits and other organizations that were supposed to help with relief. But, some of these organizations, they got payroll too. So someone's making money.
They said, go ahead.
It's like BLM all over again, right?
What? BLM? How does that? Oh, yes. The donations. Yes.
Yeah. The actual organization. And then that lady who was the president and the founder of the BLM organization where everybody was donating to, she bought like 9 houses and she was paying her and her family, lots of money. And they actually got pretty wealthy off of it. And
she bought several mansions and it went to, they exposed it. There were some that really stood up that were in the organization that called it out. Later, I wish they would have did it sooner. And right now, the fires here in California, they could really do a whole lot better. And something happens in Hawaii again because was it Lahaina a couple years ago? The whole fires in tinfoil hat. What was it? Lasers?
That's right.
Yeah, all these different things, but
space lasers. Yeah. We're not going to say the name of the country that they're accusing that owns the lasers, but. will get canceled.
Yeah, Biden's pointed it out. I think at State of the Union, one of those times, right? That they paint the roofs.
Those blue or something,
yeah.
huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that stuff is crazy.
Man, we're really going down these bunny trails.
This is like conspiracy hour. let me pitch a quick conspiracy to you.
Uh-oh.
This is not mine.
Okay.
But one day I was out in the front yard of our house here, and a neighbor of mine, MC1, 2 houses down. I never met the lady. She walks up to me and she starts asking me about some crazy stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And then she says, "Oh, do you have any holes in your yard?" I was like, actually, I do have this random hole right here in my front yard. And she's like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "One day I tried putting a water hose down there and let it run. It never filled up." And she's like, "No, never do that. It could be like a sinkhole." And I was like, "Oh yeah." I said, I stopped after a couple minutes. And she's like, "Well, this is what I think it is." And I was like, "Oh, great." I was like, she was kind of weird. Mm-hmm. Well, she started telling me about how she thinks like the government has like these lasers and they're popping holes into our properties, and and like, why would they shoot a hole into my property? and then she said they're digging, like the homeless people are digging tunnels underneath the city because we live right near the creek. And so they're kind of like, they dig into the embankments and they kind of make these little like caves and stuff around.
Stranger
So
things.
this lady was absolutely losing it, man. I was just like, listen, I'm down for a good conspiracy, but homeless tunnels underneath our city and government space lasers shooting down into our front yards. I'm like, it's a little bit too far for me. Yeah. But that's the conspiracy people they're out there. Like I said, I'm down for a good one, but don't make it too crazy.
Are you really down? I mean, I've never heard of the gophers meet the homeless, sinkholes, option. I mean, underground. I mean, unless you're watching Stranger Things, the different dimensions, holes.
We just run in different circles, bro. That's all. You know what I mean? Like my conspiracy people, they dig deeper. Let's just say that.
Well, like, since you brought up conspiracy theories, there has to be at least one you do truly consider. I mean, I'll tell you mine. I mean, we've heard about. I'm not saying I believe the list you're about to say. They talk about aliens. I'm not talking about down south. I'm talking about just aliens from the sky, and they talk about Elvis being alive. They talk about MJ. They talk about another world, another ocean under the ocean with another world, the firmament in the heavens. But there is one I believe that has some validity. Is the word right? Did we go?
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
At the count of 3, we'll both say it.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Moon.
Trudeau's a man. No, is it Trudeau?
It's not Trudeau's a man. You meant Bridget Macron?
Oh, Macron.
Man, oh my God, Trudeau.
Trudeau is a man. Brigitte Macron.
Brigitte Macron. Oh, now you're really getting to it right there. Now, on another show, I will mention, we do talk about Miss Candace Owens sometimes, and she comes up. But I am a Candace Owens fan, even more because of not necessarily because of that, but you know what? I don't know. It's very compelling if you really hear it laid out.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Like, there's a lot to consider. Yeah, not what you just see, but what are the facts of the circle? What? God.
The circumstantial evidence, and it's super crazy. I'm slightly invested in it.
So
I just want it to be true because I just like, dude, Macron, that guy's a weasel, and that lady, man, she sits whiter than me.
Yeah, there's one when she's speaking, and again, this is a whole the rabbit trail here, but she sits down, and it was just different. It was just different,
Definitely like a dude squat, huh? Like a dude sitting.
I pray that she is not, I hope not. But what she's saying, the deeper conspiracy of the Candace Owens points out. You got to check out her series. Those of you watching, just be open minded. You know, maybe it's not worth it, and there's a reason why it matters. Not because it's the National Enquirer, the gossip of what. No, it's really the whole corruption that's there for that country. And Bridget, I would just say she, because that's what we know now. She has sued Candace Owens. Didn't they drop that case?
No.
Still going?
I think she sued somebody else. They sued somebody else before, maybe for some type of other thing. But I think the case is still going. So they just barely filed it like last week, I think it was. And so Candace is really on her war horse now. So, I mean, she has taken this thing. I mean, she has tons of money as well to go ahead and fight this thing. And so I don't think the lady has a leg to stand on. Maybe 3 legs to stand on.
Pastor Omar the Rip. This is live, folks. This is live.
Buddy, I gotta cut this.
Okay, so where's Aaron where we need him, huh?
I know. Oh my gosh, dude.
You can make it seem like Aaron's the one that said it. Aaron, what are you saying?
Dude, it's like those, have you seen those reels now that people are like, hey, they do like some kind of like rant or something like that. And they like, who said that? Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, where's our scapegoat when we need him, man?
Yeah, Aaron,
oh my gosh.
Are you there? And I'm going to do a quick little message here because, we have now technology. And let's see if we can get somebody live and say, Aaron, are you there? Click on link. All right. Let's see if we can get him in. We're talking about Candace Owens, Bridget Macron from France. And she may be from somewhere else too, or be somebody else. We'll find out. And Omar just... he censored the censor police are not here right now.
No, they're not. Not this late at night.
And we haven't even got to any of our announcements of the show being canceled and talk about that. We went on Hawaii and they're driving down the street. They're evacuating. We're praying safety, of course. But I had to bring up Oprah, has a big mansion there, has acres and acres. And there's an Instagram video I saw that it's a quick way for all the cars to go uphill. And they're giving her, if you've seen this live and you see it in post, is that she is refusing to help the thousands of people trying to evacuate. Oprah.
Man.
Oh.
If it's true, it's sad. I don't know. I mean, that's the hard part, is that you can't verify. Like, obviously, I think she lives in Maui, right? I don't think she lives on Honolulu.
No.
Because, obviously all the islands are on alert. So it could be wherever. I have no idea. I have no idea what the logistics are for her home. Or it wouldn't even make sense if what's it called? If the government allowed her to close off a roadway for people's safety. Because, even here in California, you go to Santa Cruz or anywhere in Monterey, you see evacuation routes. You can't. If it's a legitimate route, then you can't close that off. I mean, that would be blood on her hands,
People say they should just ram through and just go through it and just break through, and because there's thousands of people's lives. And I, wonder what she's gonna say. Is she gonna have a leg to stand on?
I repent.
Okay, that.
Man, we need our wives.
It is late. As the time of this recording is after 11 right now. The late show, we have to do it late now because we have to try to replace Stephen Colbert, right? Colbert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Colbert. I just call him Colbert. Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
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 I don't want to get accused of slander using his real name.
Yeah. Well, he's now a martyr, right? He was canceled.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
For losing money for the network.
No, only because he stood and spoke truth to power. That's the only reason why. Not because his show wasn't doing good or that he was losing money.
It's a big right-wing conspiracy that he's gone. I think we we have a speaker on back there. It's kind of coming back. Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
Nothing.
All right. So let us know in the comments. By the way, we can receive comments because we're live. We have now the technology. If you want to chime in,
can I see the comments? Only you can see them.
Yeah, we'll see. Here we got a comment. Here is like, what legs are you referring to? Are you? Let's see. I am a double amputee. I have no legs.
Stop! Nobody commented that, dude.
It's like chicken legs.
Did somebody actually say that?
Come on, I'm very serious right now.
You're lucky I can't see these comments. If there's any, I don't know. No, it might just be talking to ourselves. For all I know, Phil.
Hey, on the play when you play it back, they're gonna be watching this.
Okay, okay.
All dozens, maybe 5 of them. Our parents.
Well, we have a lot of friends, viewers. Where was it? In Indonesia or somewhere, right?
Indonesia. We have Mexico.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Quite the following.
You sure you don't have a TV on there in the background or something?
I know I'm outside, so our air conditioner is running.
What's that? What's that behind you?
Bro. Stop, dude.
Bro, what was that? What was that right there?
What?
What the heck just went by you?
Are you serious?
You put the head through the fence.
No, you're not. You're kidding, right? Bro, you play around too much. You can't even see the fence.
No, I can't.
Hey,
no, I can't.
Don't freak me out, dude. Seriously, we have possums out here. They scare me.
Well, you look like a possum right there for a moment. I'm glad. Did I get you?
Bro, you really scared me for
Ready?
a second.
1, 2, 3, go. Thumbnail. What are they doing? Janae, are you watching out there? Are you watching your husband?
She's inside.
She's inside with the kids. Okay.
That's right. With the niños. Yeah, you might be hearing the humming of our condenser. Sorry, man. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Hopefully it turns off soon. It's an old unit, Old faithful.
Okay. So what have you been up to since we've had a little bit of sabbatical before we do our announcement of cancellation? Seriously,
I've just been working on my own projects here. As you can see, I have my own studio set up now. Yeah. So yeah, just ready to roll, rock and roll in my own podcast now. It's gonna be
nice.
Yeah.
Bridget McCrone was ready to come on.
Yeah, I was gonna have her, but she's if she comes
almost a gender reveal party. I'm like, what the heck?
We're having a gender reveal party. That's gonna be my first live stream.
Folks, I don't know what's going on.
Dude, nothing really. I mean, just honestly, just the ministry, work in ministry, and work in ministry, and plus the kids, plus our family. So I mean, we're just really it really keeps us super busy, man. We're like, yeah. It's crazy. We just celebrated 1 year as a church, so it's exciting.
Congratulations! I was about to say that.
Dude,
1 year. 1 year.
Yeah, dude. Remember that first Sunday?
Yes,
you were there.
Historic.
Dude, it was. I was sweating like crazy, and I just remember you were there, and you helped to ease my nerves a little bit, and I appreciate you, Phil, for that. And then
that wasn't me.
But yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, you were supposed to be at your other church.
Hey, I got the blessing. I got the blessing to be there.
That's right.
I have a covering mic. I try to tell them at least one time a year, when out of the 20 times I'm gone, that I'm going to be gone. So. No, and even having church, you great. Who does your social media? Very good.
So it's just a combination. So we have a guy who's been doing like videos and clips and stuff, kind of help, and then we kind of added another person onto the team. So they've been assembling them. Initially, it was me.
That's not. The reason why, because there was I wish I had the clip, the viral moments of Mercy City, Pastor Omar preaching his Pentecostal fire and brimstone messages, and I was like, eh.
Oh gosh.
What was your leg doing?
I don't know. It was me. I don't know what. I was a little animated.
No lie.
I goof around.
Okay, so he's preaching. In the middle, he does this like Statue of Liberty pose with a little bit of sweetness to it.
Too sweet.
A little too sweet right there. And I'm like, and I kind of, what the heck did he just do? And next thing I know, I thought they did what I was thinking, do a screenshot. I was going to take a screenshot and send it to you. But I guess somebody else pointed out. Who was that first one that pointed it out? Was it multiple people? You got to look it up.
I don't know.
Follow him.
It might have been Janae or something.
Of course. The wife,
my gosh.
The wife catches everything, huh?
Oh, man. My wife and the kids, and they're ruthless. They are just relentless against me. They're my biggest fans, and I'm grateful for them.
They are, man. He's just feeling. Now we're serious. Okay.
Oh yeah. We're real serious now. We have to be serious, bro. Focus.
Okay. So since we're at a serious moment, we. I don't even know where we're at. I'm looking at the clock. Wow.
Oh, dude,
okay,
we're just absolutely
26
yapping.
minutes in here. Okay, so is Delugence canceled? Well, first of all, before I answer that question, and because it's a very emotional answer, just to share some personal things here. This has been a crazy year. I don't even remember the last time we recorded an episode. Was it 2-3 months ago? I want to say 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
Probably.
Okay, we probably dropped it now. We dropped one, but it was a month or two that we actually recorded before that. So those of you that have followed, you might see some live posts, and those are real time of when we're recording. But then you don't see an episode. So some things were happening behind the scenes that things started happening, and our editor could not edit the podcast, the show. And we have some great content. And you'll notice on YouTube, when we dropped an episode, or even on Spotify and all the platforms, lost episode. Like, we're releasing a Father's Day video like weeks or months later, and we're like, you will see it out of order because I had somebody, hey, I was listening to all through your podcast, and it went from this number to this number. You skipped this number, then it went. You know what? I did that on purpose. For one, what's the question? So it keeps a timeline in order of, like, you hear some references. So there were some lost episodes. And let me tell you this: there's 2 more episodes that were recorded. And our dear friend Melissa Untalan came in the studio. Great time. That wasn't released. There was another one. I think Ben was married the first time. No, wait. No, Ben was some kind of thing with his dating. Just kidding. He has a great fiance coming up. Yeah.
Ben's Boo.
Ben's Boo. That reel was dropped not too long ago. So we had a lot of logistical problems, but the reason why logistical problems were happening because I am the editor and I was dealing with some things. Now, let me tell you, this year has been the most craziest thing, and all of us have dealt with loss. I had a couple dear friends pass away this year, and because I edit video or I do production or music. So one had music, I was involved with them, and then another one did videos, which I was involved with that one. But it was hard because there was the logistics of the funeral, and then there was the actual warning, and a lot of these great men of God, pastor friend and another one in ministry, it's like, man, you know, we talked about midlife crisis in a sense here on the podcast, and I'm like, man, am I going through that right now? Because I'm really kind of, it happens to happened to my friends. People are around that, stone throws away from me, and I'm like, man. So things were happening, and then I had some scary things. When I say scary, concerning is the word I'm looking for. That some tests done on me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, does this mean this or does it mean that? And of course, the thought goes, am I going to die? And so have people, you roll your eyes because you know the end of the story of that one, but
like, dang.
It's never done. But, in that part by itself, I'm like, I felt the Lord was like, hey, I'm not done with you, but I need you to take care of some things in that. And of course, I have a ways to go. I dropped 10 pounds. I dropped 20 pounds, 30 pounds. Now I'm like kind of right there around the 40 pounds. But this is from January to now. So, do the math there. It's a little bit at a time. And people ask, what are you doing? Well, you ever heard of the stress diet? That's kind of part of it. But it matters because, a lot of times in stress, you can either eat or don't eat. And let me tell you this, I take the advantage, like I wanted to eat all the things that you kind of like your body craves because you condition yourself to have that. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to eat out as much, plus don't have the funds for that. So I'm sharing this personal because, this is a podcast and, I just want to be honest and transparent to those who have invested your time in listening to us and watching us and hearing our nonsense, our bunny trails of 3 legs and all these different things that we talk about that are kind of funny. But we realize, when we started this thing, we're going to be ourselves in Christ, and we're going to let every part of our personality come out. So you might hear us crack a joke. You might hear us talk serious, talk about faith. And that's what, to me, faith is really kind of, you're yawning because it's 11 o'clock, right? It better not be boring you.
Bro. Yeah, no, it's not boring. I'm sorry. It's not boring. I'm sorry.
See, there you go right there. It is that we want to be a light to others. I know many out there who are going through things too. I'm not the only one. There's health things. And I'll fast forward. I will say this because it is public. Those who follow us on social media, it's out there. My mother-in-law, who was very dear to us, is my mom passed away years ago. So this is the only grandma my daughter has, and she was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. So we're dealing with that and navigating with that, and then all of a sudden, get a phone call from a neighbor of hers, and which was weird. 2 years later from having that number, but I better answer that. So we rushed over there to their house because their house was burning. And so my in-laws lost their house. They're now living with us. And they just went with everything. In the middle of this craziness is, is a peace still. I'm not saying a Superman peace. I think it's a basics, just a piece, because it's a process, and thank you for your prayers, my brother. I know many of my close friends have been praying. Our church, at Adventure Church, has been amazing. They brought us food and at the same time, still doing other shows and podcasts because I do this for a living. Delugence, we haven't been monetized and anything like that. Thus our announcement today. So all these things are happening, so it's not, you understand. It's like, I will welcome your prayers, and my family were praying. We're believing for miracles, but God reveals himself in this time. And I am, doing the best I can. So I just wanted to talk about that. That is the why we haven't been doing this. Omar knows, we haven't done, my wife and I are directors of Verge Collective, and we've been doing that for years, going from church to church, leading worship nights, and with a team of about 8 to 10 churches on a night. Well, this past week we had our first one where we partnered with Valley Life, and you might have heard of that in church because that is the Kayla, the Mexican influencers that we have, Mexican Kardashians, Kayla and Bethany. There we go again. Don't yawn. You can't yawn.
I know.
They allowed us to kind of piggyback together on the rides. I mean, the worship on the rides. It is late. We're getting high off this late nights. We're showing our age,
ride, baby.
Okay, this is my age. Your hair, my back. Oh, there we go. How to adjust there. This is live, folks. This is live.
Right.
It was live tonight. So that's been me, my brother. And also to all those of you out there in Indonesia, Australia, New Zealand, Philippines. I'm forgetting where all these other countries. And those of you in the great United States. And then Trudeau, who is a man. Is that what you said?
He's also a man.
He's also a man. And he was with, he's been, anyways, this is not the Katy Perry Trudeau show, but segment. That's a lot of stuff. Hey. I just let out here publicly, but it has been public.
Yeah. Well, it's public, but it's also like, there's pieces of puzzles that we're piecing together. You know what I mean? In our lives, in your life especially. And so it's just like, they might happen. We might see them happening in segments online for you, but we don't really. We're sometimes we have such short memory, right? For people, or if they're not friends with you on your personal pages, we don't know.
Yeah,
so people don't know. So it's good for us to hear. Obviously, you don't have to spill your guts about everything that's happening in your life, but I think us being candid and open about the people. What do you want to say? They empathize with that. Man. Well, I appreciate you sharing that, Phil.
Yeah, and I want to point out one more thing, that it's not necessarily a circumstance. It's more of a season. Part of it was, you ever have over the years, seasons like that God's trying to build you up, but the enemy, because of your own shortcomings or baggage or things you struggled with over the years, your testimony, in a sense, that's kind of made who you are in Christ, comes full circle, and then what? And it's like the enemy brings it up, but you know what? It's like, I think the Lord allows some things to kind of assess where you're at, God, and in Him, what? And none of us are perfect. I mean, I've been doing ministry. I've been a minister in the sense for a long time, and I am not perfect. I'm not perfect. And so I'm just reminded that I'm a flawed human being. And I think a lot of times, not that you believe your own press. When I say that, is for me, it's let's just say, this is an example, a great keyboard player, or you do this. There's a list of talents, but really to me, it's just the character that I feel like I rather, God, let me have godly character and come out of the things that I've gone through, that I could do these things for your glory. I'm an introvert. I talked about it before, doing a podcast, doing ministry on the microphone. And it's a little bit of people ask, well, how do you do that? It's a little bit of a switch, because I've developed this. I've done drama and different things. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a step of faith and see what God has for my life by just opening my mouth and being there, and saying yes to ministry, saying yes to conversations, to see how iron sharpens iron. And again, I'm flawed. I still have this baggage and these things. I think it's that thorn in the side I feel like Paul talks about. And I thank God for that He's it just shows the power of of God. I know I'm speaking vague, but I think I'm saying it in a way that I feel everybody has their fill in the blank, whatever. And it's a growing moment, and this is happening all at the same time. And let me tell you this: it's like I might have shared with you. I think the hardest part of my life. There's a lot of different seasons, you know. That's another time for different things, but I haven't felt this challenge like this since my mom passed away, like in 2010. So like 15 years later, I'm like got hit with things, you know. And those of you listening, I'm like, hey, I'm just trying. I'm trying to press towards the mark of the higher calling in my life.
Yeah.
That I might one day say I finished the race and I fought a good fight, you know, and I wanted my life to be an example.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm trying to keep emotion down a little bit because I just thank God for what He's doing in my life.
Okay.
But that's the why, and I think that's why I wanted to come live. Because for me, if I edit all this, I'll probably edit out so many different things, including your off the wall joke. That just kidding.
And no, man. I mean, I think perspective keeps us grounded, you know, and it's good for us to, you know, to look back and really be grateful for how God has walked with us through so many things, you know. I remember we always get, especially as like a pastor, you always get all these questions and all the time, and it, you know, sometimes they're questions that you've already thought within your own mind and heart, and you kind of come to conclusions with, but sometimes people still have them in different phases, like, you know, why aren't things getting better now that I'm a believer or a Christian, or it's more difficult now, or whatever it is. And I just remember that Jesus says, in this life you will have trouble, you know? Yeah. And I just thought, I'm like, okay, Lord, like if anything, you did promise that, you know, you didn't promise ease through life. And you didn't promise, that you were going to be untouchable and that nothing would come against you. It said no weapon formed against you shall prosper, but that means there's weapons that are forming against us, you know. There are things, but in the end, like our hope isn't even in this life, it's in the next. Like we do have hope in this life now, but even for the next one as well, like, man, we have things to look forward to. And you know, like I'm sure you're looking forward to seeing Mom, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And these are the things that we wrestle with, man, constantly. Even just last week, I was preaching about, like, you know, one of the things that we're talking about being faithful, and what does the scripture say that the Lord is going to welcome those who have been faithful? It says, "Well done, good and faithful servant," right?
Yeah. And
like, man, I just want to be found faithful, bro. And I think that's like, and I can hear that in your heart as well. Like you want to be faithful and a good steward with what God has brought in your life. So I can see that. You do everything with excellence, Phil, and you try your best. And dude, to me, it's a challenge. I think it's a challenge for everyone who comes around you as well. So, dude, you're doing great, man. I'm glad to be here with you. I'm glad Delugence isn't dead.
It's Delugence was what?
I'm glad Delugence isn't dead.
Isn't dead? Oh, yeah. That's the question. That's what our title says. It's like Delugence canceled. Oh, what happened and what is it moving forward? You know, and I'm going to get to that right now. But I just want to say this because this is just not to bring this story up because I want to talk this way. Just a heartbreaking story. This is a heartbreaking story, but it's a great quote. You're talking about holding hot takes. This is what's going on right now, right? Remember the Mystic camp? Is that what it was?
Oh yeah, Camp Mystique or
Mystique. Yeah, I get it confused with the X-Men character, right? But it was just heartbreaking. I'm glad we were able to cover that at that time, because that was just a lot. Because I have a little girl, you have a girl too, and just all those stories of tragedy. But out of that tragedy, and you might know this more. I think this was the daughter of one of a NFL team, and I guess I had a family member pass away, and I just in the moment where we're talking about just the season that I've gone through personally, I'll share this is that Gracie Hunt, she says this: following Jesus doesn't spare us from pain, but it means we never face it alone.
That's good.
And man, I saw that. I mean, I don't know much about her and the circumstance. I just know that, out of the tragedy of the most horrific tragedy that this nation just saw with that camp, she could say something like that. Just like, following Jesus doesn't spare us from pain, but it means we never face it alone.
It's good.
And, and I think that's what this year has been for me, a lot, in my family and our loved ones. Let me tell you this, it's even though in the middle of this, we have some great moments of God's presence, some great encounters of God, not just at church, but at home. We're moving forward. Great joy. I mean, having kids, just like, they don't know what's going on, but they just, Daddy, you want to play tag? And she has this thing, just play hide and seek. You hide in somewhere black, and then she goes, you hide. She tells me where to hide. It's just like, she's 5 years old, and she's an only child. So, no, Daddy, don't say that. That's what. And so she tells me how to play it. I'm like, okay. So how do you say that? And my mother-in-law, again, my in-laws are here, so she brings joy in this household. Calls it Papa, who's 86 years old, and a walker. And then Abuela, who is sorry, she's fighting, and then my daughter just comes and just brings life. So those are the moments that, we have great times and we still laugh in the middle of everything. But man, I didn't know this was gonna happen. Whew.
Man.
So Delugence isn't dead. It's not canceled. It was just postponed for a while. We need to go through the season. Let me tell you this: there's many in the team having great challenges, but also great blessings, great stepping stones. And I think there's a transition with everybody, and they're going to be back. So
Ben's transitioning.
Bridget McCrone.
Aaron's transitioning. Kayla's.
No,
no, you said we're all transitioning, so we're in transition.
In a different transition.
That's what I mean. That's where all it feels. Phil's obviously he's transitioning. He's disappearing. I don't even want to say that. I'm transitioning. We're all in motion.
Yeah, maybe YouTube will edit that part right there.
Yeah, we're all in motion. That's in transit. We're all in transit.
Yeah. Hey, you guys follow Mercy City Church in Merced. Follow Valley Life Church in Selma. Follow Adventure Church in Fresno, and you will see what God is doing in our lives. Just the reason I say that, there's the church happening in the big capital C church, impacting this nation and this world, and a lot of things going on. And we're a team of several churches coming together. Several of us go to adventures and all over the place, and you will see what's going on. Just had to get that plug in right there. And any other plugs you have? You got plugs?
No. I'm good. Here's my Venmo is at Omar in the OF.
You got plugs? No.
No, I need them. Look
you never take off your hat here in I know you're preaching
in studio.
Yeah, in studio.
Yeah, look at that, dude. I need them. You know where you go? You go to Turkey, I guess. It's a big destination. Maybe we'll have to pull that up next time.
Oh, right.
And show you there's but I will never do that.
People ask me if I'm losing. I had the same hairline since I was a kid. I have the most oddest hairline.
Yeah, like a weird little.
Yeah, normally, people have that little poke right there. I have no idea what I'm doing right now, but
It's a reverse poke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you slicking your hair back? It's hard to tell.
No, it just falls that way.
Okay. I can't tell if you're like combing it back.
Oh no,
because you'll normally comb it to the side.
Yeah, I have the hard part.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I went to the barber shop today.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been that time of the year to get a haircut, get groomed.
Yeah, I just go right there to the Supercuts next door to us.
Really?
Maybe it's not worth the trip to the barbershop anymore.
Don't you work at a grooming place?
Yeah, I don't have my rabies shot, so Janae refuses to groom me.
Wait, let me see. Go like this. Let me see the.
Now this way. Yeah.
You got a sweater underneath?
No,
hey, I don't want to know. I just said it's a joke. It's a joke. I don't want to know for reals. I remember we had a thumbnail.
You're going to see me jump in the pool back there.
So everybody, ladies and gentlemen, we had, we create the thumbnails. And one time we had a thumbnail created with Mr. Wolfman himself.
Dude, you guys are sick.
And
man.
I have no idea. So basically, he had a sweater. I guess it was a dad bod shirtless, hairy thing, right? And you're like, man, I don't know.
Well, you talked about plugs. Yeah, you're talking about hair plugs.
Yeah, I hear you. We're gonna land in this plane right now.
That's right.
But so the announcement is Delugence is not canceled. We're going to be coming back recording a new episode. Now those 2 episodes, they're there in the vault. Maybe one day, they'll come out and you see a reel of it. We'll see the unreleased files with the executive order. Trump will release them. Okay.
Deep cuts right there.
Deep cuts.
Especially the one with Melissa.
I know. I feel so bad. That was the only time.
She was singing in the studio and everything.
Yes. And we're going to be... I totally forgot. She was doing... we had a promotion that day too. That's right. So we're doing that. But we have another announcement. So right now, again, you only see 2 of us right now. And in this episode, the stream, I don't know if you know what to call this, but it's an episode, I guess.
The stream, yeah, it's a stream.
It's a stream. So we want to get more content out there, and our crew, I think our bandwidth right now for everybody coming together is about once or twice a month that we can kind of get out, because to get a good quality show, we try to produce it just to have that Delugence factor. I think we're going to have another one called Delugence Presents. What is it called? Delugence Presents Parabolic Poets with PhillVill and Omar. Omar will be with me on this journey here. We're doing a late show featuring Omar. Yes. And we will be doing more of some chats, and we're gonna stay on this channel. We'll still have other socials going on, but we'll keep it here. Omar wants to get us monetized, so he'll be doing some special feats of strength. He'll be singing and doing his thing that he does.
Do whatever it takes.
And Joe Rogan, we'll have him on one day because he has a lot of comedians, and Omar is the comedian. Well, him and Aaron will kind of battle who's the comedian of the group.
Yeah, you know what? All I know is that my reels go viral. Okay, so
his reel on TikTok is taking off. I think we're at close to 9,000. I think on TikTok with his, Aaron's on his sponsor.
Oh, the sponsors. Okay, I don't like him all mad because his reel's doing good.
Do you like? I kept your intro to Aaron's crazy sponsors. Crazy sponsors.
Oh yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah, I think that's going to stay there. So,
all right, perfect.
Well, thank you guys again for being part of today's episode. Omar, you want to tell them what they could do?
Yep, you guys can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Rumble, anywhere that you listen to podcasts. Look us up, Delugence. Give us a like, follow, subscribe, drop a little comment in there. Let me know what your favorite take was tonight. Just drop it in the comment. Say one of our favorite comments was, keep it G for godly, okay? So, but yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, go do all those good things, and yeah,
Lord Jesus, so I just pray you forgive Omar for today, and let me let it go. All right. We thank you, everybody, for being part of today, and we're gonna have a good time next time on Delugence, and of course the new on this same bat channel, same bat signal, Parabolic Poets with PhillVill and Omar, and we will see you next time.
Peace out. Love you guys. Hey, stay safe or get saved.
He's still on. Look at that, this guy. Keep on talking. You're on.
Oh snap. Oh, okay. Also, I want to say hi to my wife Janae and my wonderful kids. If you guys are watching this, this should not be showing up on the algorithm. You're too young for these shows. No, I'm just kidding.